So good morning, dear student. Today we are going to study second topic of our fifth unit, that is investigational drug use. Whenever new molecules come in existence uh, for the medicinal use, it goes for the trial phases, that is phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3. And in the case of COVID, you can see the number of vaccines are coming, and some vaccines are in phase 1 and some are in phase 2, and few or only 3 or 4 vaccines they are in phase 3 condition. And after the passing of phase 3 trial, it become a circulate in a market.
पैसे तो देता नहीं
Mayank,
हाँ पैसे तो देता नहीं अपन वाले देखो ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग कर करके उसकी दुकान पे चलाएंगे वहीं से पेमेंट क्या बोलते
please mute your mic.
तो उससे पहले 700 रुपये को नीचे गाय चलाता है
Now, what is an investigational drug? Investigational drug, any new molecule or any drug which are come in existence or for the use of that particular disease, or any new modification in an old drug, or new indication, new combination, new component of that old drug or old molecule or lead molecule. Investigational use of commercially available drug. These are comes under the category of new drugs. When new molecules existing or new molecules come in a circulation, before the circulation, it goes to the trial phases. So, preclinical trials, acquisition of new agents, screening for the activity, formulation, and the production of agents, testing for the toxicological study. Now, investigational of new drug. That is, we can say IND, investigational new drug, IND applications. It may be filed by innovator or manufacturer. When you are going some research work or doing some research work, you are in under your doctorate program or in your master's program in pharmacy or in chemistry, you are preparing a new molecule, or you are isolating a new component from the natural source or some animal source, and that new molecule you are going to work on that particular molecule. That comes under the investigational new drug. Then you have to file that new drug by the innovator or manufacturer, or by the physician they are doing the work, or academic medical center or government agencies, they are working on a new molecule. They go for the, after the isolation or synthesis of new molecule, they are going for the preparation of formulation, and after the formulation, going for the phase 1 trial. The small number of healthy volunteer you require, you have to study the toxicity study, kinetic study of drug molecule, route of administration, that should be safe for the volunteers, and all those activity you have to perform before go after the completion of your software based drug analysis, whether that drug is safe for human being or not. So when your software based mm, software based system is allowed to go for the um, clinical trials, then only you go for the phase 1 trials. Now, phase 2 trials, here you are going to treat a disease or persons, they are having the symptoms of that particular disease or that particular. First, in phase 1, you have chosen the healthy volunteer, and for the phase 2, you are going for that drug use on the persons they are affected from that particular disease. For the treatment of that disease and to get relief for the prophylaxis of a specific disease or symptoms of that specific disease. Similarly, that demonstrate the safety and efficacy of that particular drug or new drug. Also, you have to study the toxicity of that drug on the volunteers. And you also keep the control trials also. You compare with a control as well as disease volunteers. And effect, you go for the effect of drugs, you study with the all data you collected from the your investigation. In phase 3, these trials expanded in clinical trials that compare to existing the standard therapy, determine optimum dose and schedule, accumulate information to establish drug effectiveness of the specific indication and population at risk from the its use. So you can see or you can you know about the trial of COVID vaccine. It is going on or all these three phases, and after the calculation of the total risk on the population, and that is minimum, that should be minimum. After that it will come in a market. So because of that, the distribution of vaccine of COVID-19 is going late because of failing in phase 1, phase 2 or phase 3 trials of some uh, vaccines of some companies. So these three phases required for any drugs which coming in a market. Before the coming in a market, these three trials are required for the new molecule. So these clinical and preclinical studies are given in very detail in your pharmacological portion. Here we are saying the only what are the phases required for the new molecules uh, when it is coming in a market. So don't compare this with your pharmacology chapter, because in that you are going to study entire one unit is devoted for this clinical and preclinical trials. Now, if all three phases is passes, then investigational new drug is successfully, then that new drug is filed for the distribution in a public and FDA department. Some institutional review board we have to form. That review board is looking all the activities which are going on a new investigational drug. So any institution in which the investigational drug use is going on, and it should be form a institutional review board, and that is held in a institution or university. The human subject review board is required It is appointed by the institution. Membership, at least 5 members is required. Men, women, more than one profession, and one non-scientist person also required, and one non-associate with the institute. So these 5 members is required in the board, and that board give finally approval for the same. Now, FDA holds this board responsible to protect the welfare and the right of human subject in the research. So, any kind of difficulty arise in a human subject or volunteers, they are investigated by the new drugs, then that also take care by the human subject review board, and they are doing direct observation in all clinical and preclinical clinical studies. That is within the institute, but that is made up by the 5 different members, which one from the outside of the institute. Now, institutional review board, they fix a protocol for the use of investigational drug. The protocol and informed the consent for the study subjects are reviewed and approved by the IRB, that is Institutional Review Board. They go through the all the process for the investigational drug use. They go for the pharmacokinetic studies and formulations of that particular new molecules, and toxicity study also. Now, informed consents, the informed consent should be contain information about the treatment or the drug and be written in a lay language or language which we can easily understand, or institutional review board easily understand. In that form, information regarding the drug should be written. So all members of the review board should be understand the treatment information and drug information or toxicity information regarding that particular drug. Now, objectives of clinical trials should be explained, including the risk and benefits. And any alternative therapy is available, that also should be mentioned in your literature in a proper and understandable language. Now, outline the responsibility of the investigator to keep the subject informed about the additional information that becomes available as the study progress. So, these are the duties of institutional review board to look for the safety of volunteers or personals. They are subjected to new investigational drug. Non-research use of investigational agent. Now, investigational agent may be used in emergently or not under the format of clinical trials. It informed consent and institutional review board approval or notification is required for the emergent use. If we are not that drug, we are not going to use in public, that is for the only sake of to find the activity, or for going for the um, your completion of your academic or completion of your doctoral work. For that condition also you require the approval from the institutional review board or concerned authority. The treatment of investigational new drugs. So to make the certain investigational new drugs available desperately ill patient before the FDA approves them in a market. So when you pass the first phase and second phase, you are going for the um, that particular drug use for the um, apply on a ill patient. Patient, they are having symptoms to treat with the investigational new drug. That kind of patient, you are applying that particular drug, so you need the FDA approval of these work. These investigational new drugs are for pre-approved protocols using the drug in a specific treatment and disease. In our Bhopal, in Jawaharlal Nehru Hospital, number of cancer patients and number of different stages they are in cancer stages, and majority of drug, they are majority of the companies, they are dealing with a anti-neoplastic drug, anti-cancer drug. They are coming to the cancer hospital for the investigational use, because they know that is a patient is in third stage or fourth stage, last stage. So um, uh, with the permission of the family members or of the institutional review board, they are applying that particular medicine to that patient also. Even though they know the condition of patient is not that much good or not a recoverable condition, then also they are using a new drugs with the concern of IRP. That is going on. That is not good practice, but going on. No comparable drugs available. Immediately life threatening or serious disease, that I told you, four condition or life threatening condition, at that time you don't have any option, so you go for the investigational new drugs also, if FDA approved for that. Now, drug under active investigation, uh, drug shows promise for the therapeutic benefit. Also, you can go for the same, or for the treatment of a critically ill patient, or patient, he is uh, maybe recover by the using of this new drug. So this kind of patient, you go for that particular investigational drugs treatment before that drug is coming in a market. Now, compensate use, that is, it allow the use of drug for the patient who are desperately ill, do not qualify for the clinical trials, or when clinical trial is not available at that time also you can use. Or this is pharmacy based investigation drug services. It is also required the FDA or other boards or other authorities, they are giving the permission for the use. They are having certain guidelines, clinical drug research guidelines. Pharmacy-based investigational drug services, the basic activity involved in this uh, trials, the registration of drug used in hospital. Second, procurement of drug, storage, preparing, dispensing, maintain the record of that particular drug use in the particular patient. Provision of drug information, the administrative responsibility, recording the investigational drugs, disposal of used and unused drug, computerization of drug ordering and control, and billing for the investigational drug services. So these activity must be performed when you are going for the work on any investigational drug. Now, next is pharmaceutical care, institutional review board membership, or permission or approval, pharmacotherapeutic monitoring of investigational therapy, patient counseling and education, data manager, that is important. You have to collect all the data related with the investigational drug, and that data is correlate with your control or your healthy volunteers with the ill patient. Now, adverse drug reaction reporting. If any adverse drug reaction is arise, then you have to also report, or you have to also collect the data of same. Staff development and in serving the education, uh, that is also is a part of these services. The research and development activity, the protocol development, especially drug delivery and monitoring, single and double blind study, the randomization, pharmaceutical research and formulation and development, preparation of dosage form, and drug analysis and quality control. So these are the things you have to go through in any pharmacy-based investigational drug services. Now, benefit of pharmacy-based investigational drug services uh, to the hospitals, to the nurses, or to investigators, to sponsors, and to the patient. These all are benefited by these services, and also as well as society. After if you are successful, then that molecule will come in a market, and that is work for the mankind. So uh, these are this is the second topic of fifth unit. If you have any queries regarding the same,